Good morning. Hello. Happy Friday. It is always nice to be a Friday. I don't know why I can't change the size of iTerm. Oh, it's completely frozen. That's why. Oh, I can't change. I can do stuff with it. I can't change its position. So weird. Oh, it's a fixed size window. I don't want that. No, don't make it a full size. So okay, no, never mind. Don't want iTerm. I want normal terminal then. That's what you're gonna do to me. Asitsu, hello. How are you doing today? Silby, come on down. I have to find my marks because I think I forgot where they are. And I meant to copy them over here um, initially, and I don't know where that is. Oh, come on. What do you mean it operation not permitted? Dealing with nightmare systems that are nothing more than hacks upon hacks. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I hate that. It's even worse when I created the hacks, and therefore it's a nightmare of my own making. Hopefully that's not the case. Although if it is the case, there's like a slightly chance that you can remember what happened, and if it's somebody else's nightmare, there's something to be said about like what's worse, a nightmare of our own making or a nightmare of someone else's making that we're now stuck in. I'm not completely sure which one is worse. Oh, I can't even do a sudo ls. What? What? Um. Oh, so if I cd into because I think it's in Dropbox. I think that's where my stuff is. But where did I put it? It's in users Brooks library drama. You have to introduce your own hacks to actually make the logic more reasonable. Yeah, that does sound like a layers of nightmares requires layers of future nightmares to deal with. I was joking about that with my boss the other day. It was like, hey, we could make this future us's problem very easily by just doing this, and it'll make current us be done now. And yeah, that's a discussion that we sometimes have to make. Although it's nice if you consciously make that discussion, right? Okay, so if I open up library, cloud storage, Dropbox, operation not permitted. Okay, are you not a real folder? Is that the problem? Okay, hold on. I need to. Where should I go? Let me. Oh, I could turn off the Mac window. Let's do that temporarily. I need to switch profiles. Hopefully it'll be future somebody else. See if it's future somebody else, it's not always the worst thing, right? Oh, that's probably why I can't go into it because I wasn't logged in at all, and so it's does it encrypt at rest? Not really at rest, but that would be a thing. All right, well, while I'm in this profile, I can't really see. Uh, can't really see chat. So because I put that on, the other profile in the other window. Let me see if I can find this really quickly. I want to. I believe it's in my Dropbox. Where's my Dropbox? Oh, come on. Well, that just goes to iCloud Drive. I don't want that. Locations, Dropbox. There we go. Okay, so I have books builds. Oh, I have my brand. That has what I want in it. Okay, so I want to take these two things and I want to copy them. And where do I want to put that? I want to put that in. Oh, right, the shared folder. That would. Oh. Oh, I can't copy that? No. Create a new window. You go under shared. You go back to here. I'm not allowed to copy that? Why not? Okay, can I copy that here? And from here. Okay, so I put it on my desktop. Okay, so terminal. Let's see if I can. I love it when sudo su comes into play. But all right, so let's go into username, desktop. Okay, so here's that. I want to copy dash. I want to copy svg. I want to copy recursively, and I want to put them in users Zerker desktop. Okay, and if I head over there, their permissions are owned by root now, so let's fix that. Chmod r Zerker to PNG. Oh, I want chmod. I don't want chmod. I want chown. Illegal username. Did I do it the backwards? That's the name of the account. Come on. Oh, never mind. It is wrong. Wait, illegal username. Come on. Oh, yeah, I put the Z in the wrong place. There we go. SVG. There we go. Okay, now I can come back to this profile. And we can do, what is it? Where did I do it? This thing. There we go. Hello. All right, so hopefully it'll be future somebody else. Yes, that's always the hope, right? A blood for blood. Hello. I have violated the Rest Foundation's terms and conditions. Ironically, it's there's a possibility that there have been violations, a lot of violations, maybe none. I don't know. I don't want to admit to anything of the current terms and conditions. That's the thing, is that the current terms and conditions are also a thing right now. And I think a lot of people have forgotten that. Yeah, the current I think that a lot of things that are under violation of the new ones are actually also under violation of the current ones. And not the current draft, like the actual current in production. Oh yeah, absolutely. So the if you use any of the marks in a way that looks like it's endorsed by the Rest Foundation, and that is not defined very well, so it could be a lot of different things, then you're in violation. And that's something that I think is like really, really, really not being talked about right now, is that the current ones aren't that great. So for example, if you use the marks in your brand name, that kind of looks like you've gotten permission for doing that, which means you're in violation. Now, I'm not a lawyer, so I could be completely wrong there. But that's my read on it. Why did I change that mouse? I already had a mouse over there. Okay, so now can I? Let's see. Let's open up a new window. We're gonna call this OBS screens. That's gonna be the name of this project. And I want to head over to my desktop first. Sure. There we go. Okay, so we have this PNG and we have this SVG folder. So if I open you up, can look at the PNGs because I think I can actually see this here. So we have my different the different marks for Brooks builds. So this is what needs to be big in my starting soon screen. So those ones. I'm thinking we can use one of these three. Probably not the grayscale one. Probably like the big difference here is like which one has the sort of like the white and which one has the blue. I don't know. If we do a black background like we have before, then I don't know which one I want. I'm basically using both of them in Discord right now, and I don't know which one I like more. Um, a browser that's not loading? Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I see that. That is not good. It is supposed. Wait, can you see me moving? Let me look at my. Can I? Oh no, no. You can't see. Oh wait, you can. How can you see? Okay, that's so weird. So the Mac source. Okay, hold on. Let's deactivate it. Reactivate it. There we go. That works. I had a. Thank you, OBS, for that. I have that running on Windows too. So like the one that they're building for the most should absolutely have this and like have that in lockdown. But apparently no. So, anyways, this is these are the two marks. One of the two marks that I'm going for. I tried Linux for OBS and it was not nearly as good. Like I have so much better experience with OBS on Mac, and I have even better experience for OBS on Windows. So, I mean, maybe that's changed since I used that a few years ago, but that was a thing. So, anyways, these are the marks I'm going to use. And move that over to the side. Let's head to code builds. Do I have? I still have not logged into this browser, haven't I? All right, how about this browser? No. How about this browser? No. Okay, I have not logged into GitHub at all on any of these browsers, which is not good because I'm using two-factor and I don't have the second factor with me down here. It's upstairs in the in it's up well, it's upstairs in a drawer. Also, their new system, have any of you used their mobile app for two-factor? I've heard a lot of praise for it, but I have not experienced. It's not great for me. Is it that bad? So, um, to me, it's not the app itself isn't bad, but the two-factor part of it is I attempt to log in, and then it's gonna say, hey, go click the is this you, and like verify that the information that we have here on this screen is the same on your app. Except it doesn't pop up right away. Sometimes it takes a lot of time. Like the one time I think I waited for an hour and then it popped up. So no, yeah, that's terrible. That is absolutely terrible. And then trying like being at home doing that, the GitHub app. This is the official GitHub mobile app. Allows you to do two-factor for that. Yeah, it's terrible. Um, like one time it worked just fine, and that's it. You've had no problems. I don't know what's going on with mine. Like why does mine so delayed? Uh, with the two-factor responses. I don't know. It makes me like not want to log in. I think that might be one of the reasons why I don't log in to these browsers is just because it's like too much effort now. All right. So do I have one called OBS screens? I have the Meetup OBS. No. Okay. So we have no OBS screens. Let's go ahead. I can't create one here. That's okay. We have I have CLI access, so that will work just fine. So I want to let's go ahead and update a rest up. So Asitsu, when you do log into GitHub and it gives you the two-factor response, it just pops up for you right away on your GitHub mobile app. Okay, so let's see. Next thing I want to all right. Let's do a cargo. I just mind blanked out on what I want to do. Cargo new. This is gonna be OBS screens. CD into OBS screens, and let's start building this out. So we're gonna do cargo, cargo add. Let's bring in you. Yeah, although to be fair, I don't have to log in very often. Should we make your own and follow along? You don't have to. So this is I have like sort of different types of streams that I work on. I have project streams where I'm just sort of doing the project, and you all can hang out, watch, ask questions, and I'll answer them. We can just chat about this. We can chat about other things completely while I'm working on it. And then we have like actual course type stuff where I'm learning something, and in that case, like following along while I'm learning something can be beneficial. If you're drunk, probably not following along regardless. Um, but this is not one of the follow along ones, unless you have a stream that you want to create OBS screens for. I want you client side rendering. Every time I see this, I have to think of that it's CSR. It doesn't make that doesn't hit me. Although the other thing is, drunk coding is interesting. I've done it a couple times because I was part of a I did think once. I think once I did it. The wait, did I? Oh no, I wasn't part of that. I was just hanging around helping him out. I didn't actually participate. There was a conference here, and they did a Bombers Peak hackathon as part of the conference. And so, like a lot of conferences have hackathons. This one is a little bit different because it's um, it's basically every time you refresh the screen, you take a drink. Unfortunately, the conference died due to COVID. So that's it's no longer there anymore. I mean, I bet you could probably convince the community to like do it again because that was a fan favorite. And every once in a while I like to go and watch some of their presentations that they have on YouTube. And it was hilarious. I know the person who owns the brand for it, so I could like talk to them. It's expensive to run a conference though. Surprisingly expensive. Maybe not surprisingly expensive. All right, let's trunk serve. Oh no, we need to touch index HTML. Do I do I have an HTML? Oh, I don't. All right. Well, I don't know if I need it. How like appropriate I need this to be. Man, it's been forever since I've created an index HTML without using a template. Yeah, it's not cheap at all. And if you're running it, um, then it's a pretty big thing. I think am I wearing I'm wearing one of the t-shirts from one of them in the past. It was called Denver Devs. It was great. I loved it. I spoke at it a few times. I did not do anything Rust. Did I do anything Rust in there? I don't think I did anything Rust in the conferences. I did Lua stuff in the conferences. I did a deep learning, machine learning thing, but that was in Node.js. So I'm not exactly sure. But that was fun. I love that. All right, here we are. We have our lovely app, and we need to turn this into a starting soon screen. So the way that starting soon screens work is I can create a browser, like basically just a web app that I can come in here and I can just do a type, a trunk serve in the morning when I first start it. Eventually, I can create a um like some compiled thing with like maybe a server or something if I really want to. It doesn't really matter. I just need to serve a website up, and then in OBS, I will set a web view. Oh, so I'm creating it over here, but I need it over in OBS. So I need to either deploy this or I need to add this to like run this on in Windows. I probably just want to deploy this and just have this somewhere else. It's not going to be part of LMS, so it would have to be part of something else. I'm not exactly sure where to put that right now. So, anyways, we're gonna build it over here, and then tomorrow morning I'll put it over on Windows and then serve it over there. I think I have Trunk on that. I don't have all of my like I don't have Helix and everything else over there, so kind of want to do that here. All right, so we have you. Let's oh, you may be listening, but we still like nothing that's gonna really work very well. Let's go into main. I'm not sure. Okay, let's do. I mean, I have several Linux devices here. I use Linux all the time, and I used it as my main driver for a while. But I was a Mac sysadmin for a long time, so I've like that's my fastest that I'm in. Let's do a function component. Well, thank you for that. I want this to be app. I don't guess it doesn't need to be public if I'm just putting it in here. So this is gonna be component. Let's do this component app in case I have multiple. I don't know if I don't know if I necessarily need to do this inside of. Wait. Oh yeah, HTML like that. HTML that. Okay. Yeah. Don't know how good or bad of an idea this is. So I probably want like stylist or something in here to do some CSS to like move things around. I want to, let's see, design wise, I don't really have a good design. I probably just want like my brand starting soon, maybe some information on it, and then make on Sunday or something. I can just like keep on working on this and playing around with it. Uh, when I'm I usually go to a cafe on Sundays and sort of do some off stream work. Uh, so if I want, see like do a fragment here. So if I want like an H1, if I just do a starting soon. First of all, will that get caught? I think it does. Maybe. Oh wait, no, I haven't started it yet. Okay, let's change you. We have to do a U. Render. I think I don't remember where I need to put the type. Is it here? No, it's not that. It's this one. This will be app. There you go. Okay, so now we have our starting soon. The channel King of the Hill clips. I don't know if so I've never used very many clips in like those type of clips in my live streams. I don't know. Something that's interesting is that when I see other people doing them, it doesn't bother me too much. When I think about doing them myself, I'm like, no, I'm gonna bother too many people. So I don't know. I don't know. Oh, the Sunday one. Yeah, that'd be interesting if I like mention Sunday and do that. Certainly not gonna put that up for me privately while I'm doing it. Okay, so starting soon. If I want to center this, something that might be interesting. What is my size? So I am sending my outputs video. Okay, I'm sending out at 1920 by 1080. So that's all I need to hit. 1920 by 1080. So I guess wait, can't really enforce that. I can. Oh well, if that's gonna be doing the thing. Okay, so we need CSS. So I need stylist. What do you mean? Okay. Okay, I didn't destroy it. I don't know what it wanted to be saved there. Okay, so let's do cargo add you. I want stylist. Oh yeah, bring in you for that. All right, so this needs to be a styled component. No, not that. That needs to be a styled component. There we go. Okay. So a styled component, I need to set up what the CSS is going to be. That style, or I guess like that style equals to, I think it's it's CSS. What are we gonna throw in here? Oh, I don't have to use CSS also. I can use something else. I think it's sharp. Okay. All right, what do I want to do? I want to have a width and a height of that. So I want to center the starting soon. Text align is probably pretty easy. So we can just say I want H1 to be text align center. If I just do that, then I need class equals. Okay, so I think it's style. New, pass it in the my style. And then we'll unwrap this. Now, if I'm doing that and targeting you, it needs to be on this. So let's do a, I don't know, we'll make this a main. Wrong side. Guess I could just do this. Okay. All right, so there's our starting screen down here. Is my style a CSS file? So we can see here my style is not really a file. So it's just hard coded. It's a static string here. I am stripping out or like including new line characters with like the R#, which I forget exactly what it does, but I think that's one of the things. So it allows me to basically just do this type of stuff. Then I throw that through the CSS macro. The CSS macro gives me a style source. So it's kind of like a source file, but just in memory. And then I hand that to stylus as style. And this is going to make it so that it's a... In the head, there's now a stylist, style tag. And this is where all my stuff went in. Okay, so I have that. Next up, I want to maybe put like the starting soon in the middle. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I like stylist. It's a little bit of extra work. I have to do this unwrap here because if I have illegal CSS, it will fail. So that part is like, but now I can have basically CSS inside the component, which reminds me a lot of like Vue. And I like that a lot. And we've been seeing the React community move towards this way too. So this is like pretty familiar now. Okay, so if I have that, now to vertically center, I have to do this by memory because it's been a long time. I have to set like what the main is, which I think I can do without tagging anything. So I can just say I want. Can I do that, or do I have to do this separately? I don't remember anymore. Well, here, let's say if I do color red. Let's see if I just do that. Yeah, okay. So you show up here, and then if I do an H1, Okay, so then I want that main thing to be, width is already a 100%, so I know I can Google it. Um, like I have like 2 CSS books next to me too that I could use. I want to set the height to be 100 view height. And then I want to also set you to be a display flex. And then I want to, I forget what it was. It was like there's there's the align, and I forget what that one is. You know what is easier? Just to do this in the tools. Oh, I lost that. Oh, as soon as I do flex on this one, here's our display flex. Okay, so then in here we can do justify content center to do that again. And then I want to do align items center. That's what I want. Justify content center, align item center. So justify content center, align items center, and then I don't need these. Okay, this should stay in starting soon. All right, now if I want to bring in my mark, I have to do that in my index. Let's split down. All right, so I have this dist. I want to make dir like an images. And I want to copy let's use the SVGs because they're really light. And I have the BB logo, icon blue, and the logo icon. I don't remember which one I want. You know what? We could just copy all the things into there. So it's desktop, PNG, desktop, SVG, and copy them into images. Except I need to do it recursively. Okay, great. So now I do need to, why? Did I not save this properly in the index HTML? Okay, that's weird. Go on HTML. Okay, I think we're good there. You should be finding the right things. I need to, in the head, tell trunk about the images folder. Let's go find that. Trunk assets. So I want to copy the directory. So this will look like that. Script, okay, data trunk, source. Okay, so path. This path is going to be, except you can't find that here. Basically, I want images. Wonder if I do want the dot slash like that. Other options, I don't know what other options I want. So if I do that, and we take a look at dist, that did not work. Maybe I need to restart you. That did not work. Where is this index? Oh, that is the index. Okay, that is absolutely the right index. Apparently, that's just the wrong format to do. You installed Zellage, but it's panicking. Oh no. I installed it. So on a Mac, I installed it with Homebrew, and it worked just fine out of the box. Although they had a major update, like maybe it's in beta, so like every update is major. They had an update like yesterday, the day before, like within the last week. So I haven't installed that one yet because I updated on Monday and it came out after that. So I'm not exactly sure if the new thing is working. Okay, so script data. Wait, script? Is it supposed to be a script? No, no, no. Copy data. I really okay. Oops. I did the wrong one. I want link. That's what it is. I want this to be a link. No wonder it didn't work. Okay, hold on. So throw you into here. Okay, other options. Let's delete you. I don't know if I want other options. Href. Okay, so the path. I want you to be images. Back to here. Rel. So this is going to be the copy dester. All right, so if I save you, there it is. Okay, so we see the images and all the things inside of them. So perfect. Okay, you'll try oh, you tried Pac-Man. Well, yeah, hopefully Cargo will be better at that. One would think that the Pac one would work even better, right? Because that should be the stable version that goes out. It's a little bit concerning. Okay, so we have that. I want to come back into main. All right, where do I want to put this image? I want to put it probably like right above the H1. So we can do an image source equals, and we'll do slash, I think it was images, slash SVG. Then one of those. So SVG. Let's try BB logo icon blue SVG. I guess we can give it an alt, but like in this case, I can't even mouse over it to see. This would be BricsBuild's logo. All right, let's take a look. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the small mark. I want the not small mark. So that one is probably this one logo. So that's logo BB. Oh, the one that doesn't have icon in it. Okay, maybe that one. All right. So there's that. I want this to go above it. So let's create a div. Where did you appear? I don't see you. All right. So now I need to up here say, okay, for an image. Oh, yeah, for an image tag, I want you to be maybe a height of like 2 rem. Oh right. Rumil, hello. Creative coding, yes. I know it's not going to be that creative, but like I think doing some art for this in the future and like building some artwork, some like coding art would be fun, especially for like a starting soon screen. Okay, so I don't want that. I want it above it. Now we have this justify item center. Um, Oh, it's because okay, so this div here, you know what? I don't actually need this div. This should be fine. So I want to take. We give you a height of 2 rem. Okay, so if I just do that. All right. I need to remember how to make that a column going down. So in here, I thought the align items was going to do that. Justify content. Was there like a content? There was something else. How would that be a blood for blood? There's there's nothing there that would be violating the new terms of services. Ferris is called out in the new one, absolutely allowed to use in pretty much anything. And modified too. Okay, so what is it? Column set. I forget the name of the key for this. I want flex. Oh, flex direction. Flex direction. Flex direction column. There we go. That's what I want. Flex direction column. All right. Well, yes, but they also explicitly state that as long as you're not making it look like it's endorsed by the foundation, that's fine. It's okay. And like for example, you absolutely in the new ones can have the Rust logo in your icon. You can do all that kind of stuff with it. It's fine. So let's see. Brooks build starting soon. I don't. Let's see. What else? What else do we want? Like this is obviously uh like the basics of what we can have. We have 20, 30 minutes or so. How much? What else can we put in here? No, it's perfectly legal to use the Ferris crab. It's perfect. So here's the thing: we can still have emoji of the Rust mark of like the actual like just Rust cog logo. A repo? No, that's not a criminal unless you try to make it look like it's endorsed by the foundation or the project, in which case then it is. Ironically, that is the same as the previous one too. So like if you had made a Rust repo and you're like, this is like Rusty art for Rust, then they might have problems. Um, I really think like a good half of like what they're doing would have been solved if they just did namespaces. Namespaces. Like all they had to do was namespaces. And now they have to do a bunch of like stuff in trademarks to solve for it. It's not what trademarks are for. I don't think it's a good idea. Node.js Foundation does exactly the same thing. And I don't think that's a good idea too. Okay, so this, let's see. I guess we should make sure. Well, I don't know how to get it. Oh, I have it in. I have a like have Dropbox, but I don't have Dropbox over on this profile, so that would be a little bit difficult to get over there easily. I'll have to figure something out for tomorrow morning. But okay, if we do something like this, weird science or war games. What do you mean? Are you thinking about like the next things to sort of add into here? I can't if I have a black background, there's no white. Well, actually I can because because the new one hasn't released yet. I don't have them on this computer though. That's the only problem. I would need to go and find various marks and use them. Let's see. What marks should we use? All the stuff that we're using. It could be interesting to do sort of like a loading where we just like things pop up as we're sort of like loading or a loading bar, but it usually takes me between 5 and 10 minutes to sort of get started and get going. And I'm not like super consistent with that. So I don't know if I want a loading thing. It'd be hilarious. I've actually seen like have you seen the hacker type before? Where let's see if we can do it. Was it hacker type? Where as you're just typing, it doesn't matter what you're typing, just on your keyboard, it just types this stuff out. I always thought it would be hilarious to do that, but for like one of my repos, like actually just pull down the code from the repo and use it. So it could be something like we do the LMS, and it would be everything inside of here. That would be like I think that would be hilarious. I don't know how hard that would be to like sort of grab that, do a get request for that, and then type the files out. That might be a fun challenge to do in the future. Well, that's what the hacker one does. Yeah, it it basically just does another line or like a little bit of code every time you do any kind of input. If I don't touch anything, nothing happens. But if I'm like typing keys, it does that. So in a real one, I would probably want it to like pause and wait. I don't want to like make a game necessarily for this. Uh, I mean, we can start doing what we need to do for pulling in that information. Can I publicly do a get request? I think I can for stuff in there. Let's pull in glue. No, not that. I want that. Oh, interesting. I did space Q and that quit. All right. let's do cargo add glue. I probably need futures. I actually don't remember if I need futures or not for net. Maybe I do. Let's do futures. All right. So let's do an async function get I mean it'd be more hilarious. Maybe before I do that. Can I just grab this, like the source code for this first? Can I do that? Can I like open up a file? That'd be at compile time? No, it's at runtime, right? It's at runtime that opens up the file. That would be hilarious if it did that at compile time. But okay, I don't think it's gonna do that, and it won't let me open up a file like locally here. Okay, so I have to do this with the functions. We're gonna have an async function, maybe like get text. Well, it's like anything that runs in a browser is going to be running in a browser, not like on my system. We have to think of the browser as a virtual machine, and it's a highly sandboxed. Like both the browser itself is sandboxing some stuff inside of there, and then also every operating system sandboxes browsers because nothing trusts them, rightfully so. So it basically your code runs in a very, very, very secured area. Now, there's still problems. Like there's still things that can break out and do stuff, but it's also like because it's regulated, it's pretty regular and like pretty consistent computer to computer. So it's one of the nice things. It's both like nice and not nice in web dev. Okay, so I don't know what I'm gonna return back. I might just return back a string. Throw a to do in here. So we want to do a glue net. Okay, HTTP. All right, so then I can like do a get. Maybe get. You don't know what this is. Cannot find function get. Okay. What are you? What? Oh, it's request. That's what it is. Request, and then I can do get. There we go. Okay. Now, if it's a get request, I should be able to do this in my browser. So if I go to GitHub, Brooks builds, let's find. Here, I'll do my code of conduct first. This is just pure text, so perfectly fine. So now I can go to raw. And this gives me, so can I do a get request of this and get that content? I'm really curious. I don't know if I can. So I want to go to there. Then I want to just send, right? I don't need to send any, I don't think I need to send any headers. I want to send. We have to await. Okay, then I have to unwrap you. Okay, so that gives me a response. Okay, now I can take this response and I want to get the text of it. So I want response. I don't want the body. I want the text. There we go. Okay, give me this as there, and we unwrap. Await. Unwrap, and then that's that we return. Okay, so that's the get request. Then inside of here, I need to do the request and then get the data back. So wasm bindgen futures is what we need next. Otherwise I can do, yeah, wasm bindgen futures is just going to be a lot easier. Cargo add wasm bindgen futures. Okay, so this should probably be, as soon as we load, we grab this. And I'm going to want maybe a state. So let's grab the code to print. It's going to be a use state. Thank you. Do a string new. Oh, you know what? Zilby's like not been here the entire time. I don't need Zilby's little tower here. Okay, so print, we have that. That's going to be nothing. I could display that down here. So then the next thing is going to be probably a use effect. So every time that this loads, I want to grab a new one. That's gonna be interesting of how that works. Let's, I guess, we could pull in the use effect. Okay, let's pull in the use hooks. So cargo add u hooks. Let's do a use effect. Once. Wolfrist Dad, hello. How are you doing today? There we go. Use effect once. So then once we're in here, I want to let our, we need to do our wasm bindgen futures spawn local. We'll have our async block, and then we will return an empty there. All right, so let's do our let. This is going to be our sort of like code. It's going to equal to get text. I want to stuff that into the code to print. So then I need that in both places, don't I? So we need to wrap this around. So let's put this here, and then I think it's M surround that. Okay. We are going to let code to print. Print clone you. Move into here. And I move again. So why you do that? Move. You spent 2 weeks straight trying to solve this coding assignment. It's finally done. You were offered a summer internship at a developer or robotics company here, and you've got an interview next week to become a student representative, which comes with a nice hourly wage. Congratulations. That's awesome. Good luck with the interview. And also, like, let us know how that job is. That sounds like an amazing job to work at a robotics thing. There was a time that I wanted to get into that, and I just never followed up any like leads and like reached out, and so it never happened. So good luck to you. That sounds like it's gonna be a fun thing to do. Okay, so I get the text. I get text. We have to await you. Then I have it, right? So it's just a string here. And now we can code to print, and we want to set that to be the code. Okay, so once we have that, then we're going to come into here and maybe below starting soon, let's just print this out. So we can do like a pre-tag. And this is going to be a dereferenced code to print. Did I P that? No, I did not. How did I do that? I don't know how I did that. Let's clone you. So dereference the clone. Wait, doesn't work. Cannot move out. Wait, why can't I move? I should be able to move out if it's a clone, right? Okay, maybe a dereferenced reference. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, then in that case, well, whatever. I'll just leave that in there. So then, no, not that one. Well, that's a thing. That's not. Okay, well, technically it's working. It's just really, 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 really large. Considering you're a student, you've never seen this much money before. Working is OP. I mean, kind of. Yeah, but like, you know, it's good to be there. It's good to sort of like get your feet under you and start moving forward with that. So, like right now, when you're a student, now is the time to start building on those habits that are gonna like take you through to the next generations. I wish I was working on like really, really good solid habits when I was in your position. I only really started like figuring that out in the last few years. Okay, so I'm able to get all this stuff. This is fine. So now if I want to type this slowly, can I do that with CSS? I don't remember if I can do that or if I have to do that with JavaScript. Either way could work. Blood for blood. Thanks for the stream. You're fading. Time zone differences. You know, also the the slight drinks. Thank you. Absolutely. When you're in town, Denver, Denver. Oh, it was Develop Denver was a conference. Denver Devs the Slack, and Denver Devs the Discord is gone. There are new Discords that have replaced it. So I would reach reach out and I can show you like where those are, and then there's some meetups in town that are awesome. I haven't gone to them in a while, but maybe we can do one. Maybe we can like anybody who's in Denver, we can all go and hang out and meet up there. So let's see. I've never been on the Trans-Pacific Railway. It's something that I've always wanted to do. go on one of those bigger trains. Never done it though. I think that would be fun. Okay, so typing. There's a couple different ways that I can do this. I could have each character print out, or like add in to the state slowly over time. Is there something in CSS that I can do? I don't think there is, right? Like, can I do CSS type like slowly? I don't know what to use to search for this. Typewriter effect from CSS Tricks. Oh, that's not bad. So we have this here, overflow hidden, border right. Okay, so we do all this stuff for, so ensures the content is not revealed until the animation. We have the typewriter cursor, keeps the content in a single line. Ooh, they don't want that. Gives the scrolling effect. The typewriter happens. Letter spacing, animation, then the typing effect, keyframes. Okay, so let's try this and just see what happens. So if I take you, go find our CSS here, and I just, add you in. Okay, so this is typewriter H1 is going in there. I don't know if I want this to be typewriter H1. I think I want this to just be, this would just be pre, right? So just the pre tag. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, it kind of works. It put it all in one line, which is not necessarily great. The assignment, by the way, was to solve the 0 to 1 knapsack problem using a linear graph. You're struggling a lot with how to do search algorithms like breadth first search and depth first search on a linear graph instead of a tree. You did require help from someone to check my issue. Once he pointed out, he managed to fix it. I think so. That's perfectly fine. Like never be like upset if you need help for something. I think like part of like school and everything else, and this is the habits I'm talking about, is knowing when to reach out, grab some help, and then also knowing how to make sure that you still learn while getting that help. So they don't just do it for you; they help you move forward. I think that's a huge life lesson. I think is pretty awesome. Okay, so now I don't want this to be all one line. I want this to be border right. So let's try removing that. Okay, that is an interesting one. This now adds everything in here, which is not really what I was going for. Kind of close. So it does the entire thing. So if I want to do it one line at a time, I need to break this out into, oh, I need to split now. Okay. So we need to split by new line characters. Can I do that? So you have a code to print. No, okay, let's do it from here. We grab a response, we grab our text. Let's do, let our text equals this. Now I would like to do text. Okay, so I can split. Is there new lines? Wait, split. Oh no, it's n substrings. Okay, so that's not what I want. Terminator inclusive split white space. I probably don't want white space like this. Lines. Oh, lines. Right. Forgot lines. Lines. Okay, so if I do that, you return a lines. Okay, so then I want to collect you. And then in string, all right, let's do word m surround. I want you to be that. And I want you to be a vector of string. Can I not collect? Cannot be built from an iterator over elements of type stir. What? Oh, it can't do like an into or to owned? Can I to owned? Okay, so into an iterator maybe? Oh, wait, no. Okay, so lines gives me okay. I was hoping that I can map to owned. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so I can map and then I want to do the to owned what? No. To owned, close that, and then collect. Function takes one argument. Wait, what? Oh, wait, I don't pass this in. I just pass in a reference to it. There we go. Okay. So if I do that, we have a vec of strings. So that should all be the same now. And then I want to, for each of these, loop through. So instead of having a code like that, then we do okay. Then we do code to print. This is probably not going to be happy here. Code to print now needs to be a vector. New vector. Okay, so you're going to figure that out. Okay, so code to print. No, don't do that. Iter. I want to map. In the map, we're going to take in a code. And I want to create. I cannot read that. That's like that red on the dark background is almost impossible to read. So sorry about that. And that's almost impossible for me to read here. So I can't imagine for you. Okay, so code. I want. What I want to do is I want to turn just like the individual code, but let's, I guess, like clone it. And then we could collect it. Oh, wait, no. We want to turn it. Okay, never mind. Oh, there we go. You're back. Thank you. We're going to do HTML. Then we could do a pre-tag. Then in here, we'll just throw in the code. We probably have to clone you because of reasons. And then we'll collect you into a vec of HTML. Okay. All right, so you're now individual. Okay, you're now individual lines. So that's great. Then I want to probably slowly do it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to. I guess like I want to slowly add in everything. So like this is kind of starting to work. Um, so you can see it's going. It's all left aligned. It's all individual lines. So I can see like the orange. Oh, that that doesn't like that at all. Yeah. So there's still some more work to work on this. So I think to begin with, um, I will probably leave that part out. That looks, I mean, this is like nice and clean. I will figure out how to get this over to my Windows computers. That way, tomorrow we can start using this as my starting soon screen. So that's the plan. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It was sad that we don't use the other one, but it was a violation of the current terms of service, which I don't want to be in violation anymore. So apparently, I've been violating it for a while. We are switching away from it immediately. So we're gonna be switching to this. This is now my brand. We can like continue adding to this at a later time, but me we'll figure something else. I might work on this a little bit on Sunday and sort of like add in that. I think it would be like sort of funny to do like just on the project that I'm working on. It sort of like is continuing to write through. I think that could be fun. So, anyways, I hope that you all have a great rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend. I will be back tomorrow morning for a very brief stream. I think I can only work for about an hour or so before I have to take off because I'm heading meeting some with brunch for some friends. So with that, I will see you next time. Bye.